would like to turn myself
All right,
in
guys.
because I'm very mentally
What's up, YouTube? Cop discovers entire murder caught on camera. Make sure you sub.
On camera.
unstable.
Okay.
Make sure the reaction
And what's
faces.
going on there?
I murdered my girlfriend. You'll need to use forceful entry to get into the house.
Murder.
Forced entry? This nigga
She's
tweaking.
right here, we got her.
And then I just lost control.
He put the
It was
body right in
almost
front of her?
like
Right in front of the
something else,
door?
Wait,
like,
he admitted to it in the beginning.
possessed me.
I don't
I got to spend time with the vessel that was Shannon, and I got to absorb her spirit. She said,
I ain't gonna care about that shit, nigga.
kidding me? What the Chance, stop. Wait, please stop. I'm dying. I love you, I love you.
Where's her
And
point?
then she didn't speak another word.
This is 27-year-old Chance Donahoe, who only hours earlier confessed to savagely murdering his ex-girlfriend in her Columbus home. But as investigators soon
Columbus,
learned,
Georgia?
violence was
Probably
only
Ohio.
part of a far more disturbing
You know how
story.
Ohio
Fueled by
be.
control, betrayal,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
illusions of
Columbus
power.
over here full
So
of
are
black
you,
folk.
like, as we speak
Yeah,
right
you look
now,
like Ohio.
are you feeling like you're a god right now?
Gotta be Ohio.
I mean, yeah.
The following is based on official police records,
Remember
and the
that
footage
down
has
in
never
Ohio,
been
though?
seen before. In the early morning hours of August
Broke
29th,
shit. Broke shit.
2023, a chilling
Down
call
in
comes into
Ohio.
dispatchers at the Powell Police Department, and
I
is
got
from
some
Chance
drinks.
himself.
Swear like Ohio.
911, what's the address of
You
your
know what I'm
emergency?
saying?
And your name?
I don't bet.
My name is Chance.
Well,
Okay. And
We
what's going
reacting
on
right
there?
now.
We're doing reacts.
I murdered my girlfriend. You'll need to use forceful entry to get into the house. I plan on taking myself to the police station after this phone call.
Do you want
Yes.
the
Usually
police
they don't admit it
to come
it
to
in the
you?
email, like-
Can they come to you?
I would like to turn myself in because I'm very mentally unstable, and I'm worried that I'm going to commit by cop if the cops come and pick me up. So I need to go into the station for my safety and the police officer's safety.
Well, do you want to go ahead and get in your car and go ahead and drive to the police department, and I'll stay on the line?
Yeah.
Chance is confessing to murdering
Yo,
his
deadass?
29-year-old ex-girlfriend.
Definitely a
Ugh,
fucking shit.
Hyatt.
that nigga's
As he
fucking
continues
crazy.
speaking with Powell
Yeah, you can
Dispatch,
tell.
the call is relayed to Columbus
That nigga's
authorities.
fucking crazy.
Yeah,
man.
that
What
he
goes
broke,
on if
bro. He
people-
just
To the
gave up on
address he
life.
provided.
If a nigga told me
What goes on in
I'm
people's
finna do
frontal
some crazy
lobe?
shit, I believe it. I'm gonna believe it.
Nah, bro. If he say, "Hey, y'all gonna have to come in with forced entry," bro, I'm like, hell no.
What goes on with people's
With
frontal
Columbus
lobe,
officers
though?
now
Like,
en
going
route to
through, like,
Shannon's
killing your
home,
girlfriend for
Powell
what,
Dispatch
though?
continues speaking with
And
Chance,
He
then,
just said he
hoping to gather more
He ain't like,
details.
he ain't like
Do you have any
got
weapons
the
on
same
you,
mental
Chance?
parameters as
I'm
everybody
saying,
else.
like,
Weapon
like, why,
with me.
like, what,
Are you
what goes
able to
on through
leave
his head?
that
to,
in your
like,
Bro, I
apartment?
got like a history or some
I
shit.
could
I
never
want
say
you to
that.
leave
I need
that
to
in your
study his- I
apartment,
need to study
okay?
his
I don't
brain.
want you to take any weapons with
He
you.
gonna study it, bro. He gonna look at this. He's like,
What
damn,
is
you
the
got weapons
murder
in this shit.
weapon?
It's a knife. Is there any way that I
He's
could
definitely very
put
compliant,
it
though.
somewhere
Give him that.
where there's
For
a
now,
child in the
for
home
that
and I don't
switch
want
get
him to
flipped.
see it?
There's a child in your apartment?
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe
I
you
live
gotta
with my
kill him.
mother, and she's standing right next to me,
Oh,
holding me
never mind,
accountable
it's
for
not
making
his
this phone call. And I
You're-
just don't want my little brother to see it. He's only 7 years old.
Okay, can we put the knife on top of the
What?
refrigerator?
He's unstable too.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I want you to put it on there, not your mother. I don't want your mother to touch it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the knife on top of the fridge. Don't touch it at all. Okay? I'm gonna give my mother one last hug before this all starts.
Okay. All right, go ahead and do that.
You're talking
I'm
too
gonna go to
calm,
prison
bro.
now.
As police close in on his location, dispatch continues asking Chance
All
questions.
motherfuckers
That's
be
his
Attempting
home,
to
too.
keep Chance
crazy
stationary
That's
until
his home,
police
too.
arrive.
man.
But the clock is ticking, and
It'd
it's
be crazy.
only a
He be
matter
having
of
like a
time
good
before
day
he
and then one
catches
day,
on.
bro.
Are you in
That
your
one
car?
bad day.
Yes, I just
Okay.
turned on my car. Give me a
Okay.
second. I
Stay there,
can't really
right?
move my hand very well.
You're fine. Stay there for right now. I just want you to take a couple deep breaths, all right?
Okay.
How's your finger doing?
Can't really move it.
How
Yeah.
deep did it go?
I'm pretty sure it sliced the ligament.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to send a medic to you first?
No, I'll receive all my treatment at the jail, please, and thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Where are you
Like,
at
bro,
in
he
the
might-
lot?
he must
just
be a psychopath,
parked
'cause the
right
way
in
he's
front of
talking,
your
bro, he's
apartment?
talking way too
I'm
calm.
gonna be
Bro,
completely
shout out to
honest
this
with
police
you.
operator guy.
I need
You gotta
to
understand, bro.
myself to you,
He
and I
done, bro.
don't
He's
want
done
to
with
be
life.
tricked into
He's
being
done.
picked up.
He's literally done. You can
And
tell.
so
Yeah.
I'm gonna refuse to answer that. But I'm in my car. The car has started, and I will
Not
not
everyone can be a
disconnect
police
this call
operator like this,
until I
man.
reach the jail cell and you have spoken
That's
with
facts.
an
Especially with a nigga
officer
like this.
Okay.
verifying that.
I see hella shit that we
am
cannot
not
ever want to see.
safe.
I mean, usually you
Okay.
see the people.
I am not a
they be
safe
like,
person right now,
like they
and
get caught and they be
the
lying
safest
for,
thing
like,
is for me
3 hours
to
or
turn
whatever.
myself in at a jail,
Okay.
not be
The
picked up.
psychopaths. They don't
Because
care.
if guns get drawn on me, I don't
Shit.
know what I'm gonna do.
You
As
definitely
the
went
call
psycho.
continues,
for sure.
Chance leaves the
That
apartment
definitely fixes the
complex and
description.
begins driving. But Powell officers have found him, and they're closing in fast.
I left the apartment complex, but I need to pull over real quick and put the address in.
You left?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you at?
There's a cop right behind me, and I
There
know, yeah, I know
Oh.
that I'm being followed and
All right, guys, I'm
everything. If you
Hey.
have this officer on dispatch, I need you to tell him to just follow me to
College
the police
nigga killed his
station.
girlfriend in front
Can
of
you
his
just
mother.
pull
and-
over and
Would've
let him
killed my
put
bitch
you in
too.
the back
Damn.
so he can take you to the police station? It'd make it so much easier,
Can I say that
Chance.
on Twitch?
How?
On
It
GTA.
would just make it be
On God,
done
GTA.
right now.
Okay.
No.
Okay? Can you just pull
Okay.
over right now?
Yeah, Mama, he's
Yeah.
gonna go crazy in
Thanks
the
to
back of the.
dispatch stalling Chance's departure, officers were able to intercept Chance less than half a mile
Oh, that's
away
him.
from the address he left from. He turns at an intersection
Yeah,
and
no,
pulls
right
over
there.
into the
Never mind.
Sheetz gas station, where the police
Yeah,
make
Ohio,
contact
Ohio.
for the first time.
Can you make commands? Because you probably can't hear me on this
That's definitely
side.
Ohio.
Can you put both hands out the window for me?
I got both hands. Well, his hands are back in. Put your hands out. Keep them out. Keep your hands out.
Take one of your hands and open your car door. Open the door from the outside. Face away. Face away. Keep your hands above your head. Slowly start walking backwards.
Walk back towards me. Back towards the sound of my voice. Keep walking back.
With Chance fully cooperating, officers place him in handcuffs, then shift focus to the vehicle, unsure of what else might be inside.
This side. Doors open. Clear. He's got gloves.
Yep. Blood on it looks like it.
You got anything on you, bud?
Nope. I got nothing.
Nothing.
I've got $25 in my pocket.
Premeditated.
It's secured. There's gloves. Look like blood on it.
Are you injured at all, Chance, besides your finger?
Just a little scratch on this other hand, but
Your other hand?
Your laceration on this pinky
When did that happen?
during the attack.
Okay. And you put that bandage on yourself?
Yeah, it's just a napkin and some medical tape.
Officers place Chance in the back of a
Like, bro,
patrol
look how he
vehicle and remove his
talking, bro.
shoes, revealing blood-stained
He's
socks
over.
underneath. Both
He's
the
over with.
socks and shoes are placed in paper
Yeah, but,
evidence
like,
bags
even
as
if-
they
Wait,
wait
don't
to
tell me
transfer
what
to
happened.
Columbus
He
PD
Even
hurt
Custody.
normal people though.
Meanwhile,
I know by the
outside
end of it-
Shannon's home, Columbus officers
killed
We gonna
prepare to
know.
make
Boss, he
entry,
got
unaware of the
hurt by
horror
something.
waiting
Say,
on the other
normal
side
people,
of the door.
bro.
Can I kick the door?
Pause what I'm doing. Normal people, whenever they're like even whenever they confess to a
It
murder,
ain't
they
fault.
still be like worrying about it or like talking nervously. He's talking straight, like not.
Because
You, what,
like-
you
like
can't
they
say
said,
that. You
he's done.
can't say that. First of all, normal is not normal nowadays. You gotta understand, bro. When you kill a
true.
person, bro, when you actually kill, especially someone you love, bro, that's a whole nother. That's a whole nother feeling.
They
He
talking
probably
like that
done.
again.
I'm good.
He is done. He probably already had. I mean, I'm not saying that he definitely had. He probably already had a history with that, but now he's done. That's it. That's it.
Police! Yep, she's dead. She's right here. We got her. Clear the house. Let's go.
That's 11. We're clearing the house. We got one down on the floor.
Did she get shot or did she get stabbed?
Both.
This shit is so good, bro.
What?
He
Food
wait,
is so good.
what did it
He
say?
pulled her throat out.
Huh?
No, that man's not normal. Hell no. Hell no. He had
That's a
gloves.
demon.
He pulled her throat out.
These the
You
people.
know that nigga was seeing red. That nigga was seeing red.
Nah, he's got to
Shit,
go.
boy, that
bruh.
boy wasn't seeing shit at all. Like,
That's a sociopath.
For
Oh
some shit
god.
like this, bro.
no, that's straight
Death
psycho.
row.
That's psychopath.
Death row. He cannot see light, bro. This man is crazy.
They probably will give him death row.
Dude,
Nah, it'd probably be light.
had to like core her throat out.
Death row.
Rebirth life, maybe.
But I mean, there's a hole like this big in her
Imagine
throat.
it gets like
Inside,
20
officers
years,
find
like the
Shannon
minimum.
Hyatt on the living room floor.
Oh, 20 to
riddled with
life, I mean.
numerous stab wounds across her upper body and a deep slash across
This
her
man
throat.
cannot get
A
out.
large
bro.
pool of blood
Taking
sits
somebody's
beneath
throat
her,
out is
with additional
crazy.
stains splattered
That's
across the carpet
insane.
and couch. She's pronounced dead on scene at 6:18 a.m. Columbus officers
imagine
relay
she was
the
still
information
alive
to
with
dispatch,
her throat
who then
taken out?
notifies Power
Probably
Dispatch
was,
that
bro.
Shannon has been found deceased.
Well, I don't know.
Oh my god, it makes me sick to my stomach.
As the weight of the news settles in, Powell officers arrive at the home of Ashley Ratka, Chance Donahoe's mother, where the 911 call was originally placed.
How are you, Mom? Okay. Can I just have you step out here real quick? Is there somebody else with you? What's up, bud? Just your... Okay. Is he awake? Okay. I just want to make sure he's okay. That's all we got to do is make sure he's okay for right now, okay?
Is Chance at the police station now?
We have him in custody, yeah. He went voluntarily. Okay. All right. Hey, ma'am. Is there a knife?
Yeah, it's on the top. I see it.
Inside the residence, officers locate the knife on top of the refrigerator, just as Chance described to the 911 operator, along with a pile of his clothing next to the washing machine believed to be the first outfit he had on when he initially approached Shannon's house. Ashley's other son is also confirmed to be safe and sound, sleeping in his room. Chance's mother is later questioned by investigators, recounting the events leading up to the initial 911 call.
He
Is he here?
woke me up at like 5 minutes and said, "I need to talk to you."
And if you don't want to talk to me, you don't have to. I'm really sorry you're going to.
I'm finna mute. Bro, McCollum just asked me to live with him in Detroit.
He said the knife was in his car. He said his phone was in his car.
Don't even say nothing.
He
Don't
said
even say
he was
nothing,
gonna
bro.
like go sit somewhere for a minute and have an hour of freedom. But I said, Chance, you need to just call 911 right now. Like, you need to just do this. So he did.
His mother's insistence may have been the only thing that kept Chance from disappearing. Now in police custody, he's transferred to Columbus PD and taken to the Franklin County Jail, where he would be interviewed just a few hours later.
I had a major psychological break and kind of completely and utterly lost control of my actions, which I know is not an excuse and I need to pay for my mistakes. Basically, me and Shannon are going through a really bad breakup right now.
Right.
Because I am unable to be honest and unable to not steal and unable to not take advantage of people that are around me. And I took advantage of her a lot. She's been just making all these Facebook posts about our breakup. And
I've read some of them.
She's also come after my mom and stuff. And it's kind of one of those things where it's it's one thing to drag my name through the mud.
Right at the camera.
You can take all my friends.
Yeah, that's weird.
It hurts.
That is kind of odd.
But
Bro, you still got the camera, bro.
Oh, hell no, bro.
Nah, bro. This guy is true.
That would be frustrating and hurtful, right?
Saying things like me and my mother's relationship is extremely inappropriate, implying that we want to have sex with each other, and it's disgusting. Are you serious right now?
Did that piss you off?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what
you have the audacity to say start publicly saying that the reason I date older women is because I have this complex. You're only 3 years older than me.
Chance's perspective lines up closely with what tells investigators.
Obviously, there's no reason to ever murder someone, but this girl has been messing with them pretty significantly since they've split up, and they've only been split up for a week, but she was a problem, and I anticipated it getting worse before it got better with her stalking him, and she no longer had control of him, and I think that's
clean up when you're done, fam.
making her crazy because she had a lot of control of him before.
We were unable to locate the specific statements.
He was easily manipulative.
Claim Shannon posted online. However, we were able to
manipulative.
one post made just 5 days before.
I'm trying to say it, but fucking trying to burp at the fucking same time.
Called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
Hey,
Shannon publicly warned others about Chance, stating that he stole my prescription medication and money out of my bank accounts.
Did Kanji tune in today?
The money was used on powdered drugs. Back in the interrogation room, Chance
Sadly,
begins
no.
responding to the claims made about him.
Lemon
Did you feel betrayed?
In that moment, I mean, like, I felt betrayed the whole breakup.
Sure.
She's been just, like, telling everybody everything, which, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I would do the same thing if somebody did that I did to her. But, like, she told me that, like, she wasn't gonna tell anybody about the theft and stuff because I paid her back the money.
Bro, he stole from
that
his
I
own
took.
girlfriend? Lame.
And the only reason I took the money is because she took my debit cards because she didn't trust me with finances. And I'm not trying to sit here and, like,
Oh, I saw this bitch had a
say
fucking
all of my
pair of
actions.
shoes in my size, and I took from them bitch.
Rational and logical explanation.
What?
Because,
Bitch had some big ass
I don't
feet, bro.
wanna
My
be
mom
this
took
guy.
this for me.
I don't want to
You ain't ripping
lie,
her throat out, is it?
but I don't know how to stop. I don't want to steal, but I don't know how to.
I would have if she tried to get her shoe back.
Shannon thought that the stealing had everything to do with the addiction to ketamine, when in reality,
This guy just got everything going on.
I go through bouts of unemployment
Right.
because of the nature of my work. And so I run out of money.
Unemployed
And
ketamine
Shannon
addict that murders
gets-
people.
Mad as fuck right now, bro.
Get, like, really
Canelo and Terrence Crawford are fighting September 13th. My big head ass gonna be in basic training, bro.
mean
I'm watching
and
that.
say really nasty things and all that. And so in my mind,
And then
take
Joshua
this money,
Van and Brandon Roy Ball is fighting this
give it
weekend.
right
It's
back
much
to her as
Wait, are you
your
gonna miss the
money,
Dustin Poirier fight?
so that she shuts the f- up and everything can be like happy and
forget-
peaceful, and then just replace the money before she finds out that it was taken.
But for Chance,
June 28th.
You cut out.
Joshua Van fights June 28th.
Oh, I said, so you gonna miss the Dustin Poirier Max Holloway fight?
When is that?
That's July.
I'm gonna be here. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Chance, the
Depends on
theft
they
and
tell me I'm
online
leaving.
posts weren't the only
Next
triggers.
week,
There was something else.
Ilya
She had
versus
started sleeping
Oliveira's
with
fighting.
Matthew,
Next week?
Next week, yeah.
who
Next Saturday.
she had like just recently started being friends with and told me not to worry about.
Who's Matt?
Matthew is somebody that she was having some form of romantic relationship with.
Okay.
I didn't have a reaction to it, honestly.
I'm scary in the
I was just happy
interrogation
that I
room.
had what?
I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't that
I'm
bitch.
just
I'll
happy,
tell you.
like, I'm still happy. Like, I don't know. I'm not like happy about it. It's up and it's a horrible thing. But at the end of
I
the
muted
day,
myself, but Squid, guess what?
like,
McCollum wants me to live with him in Detroit.
But jealousy and heartbreak were only part of the equation. As
Hey, you
Chance
dumb
opens
as
up,
fuck,
he
you gonna
reveals
live
a
with him.
fractured state of mind that had
I'm
already
not.
begun to crack.
I have undiagnosed schizophrenia.
Are you actually friends with him?
I'm also I have
No,
auditory and visual hallucinations.
Literally dead.
I
Like-
went to a music festival
We're gonna get
this
killed,
past
bro.
weekend and kept like seeing
Why can't McCollum
Shannon
live in like Abrahamville,
everywhere,
Oregon?
and
Why the fuck
I
he gotta
thought that
move
she
to
was,
the
like,
dangerous
following me
cities?
around to like keep
Weren't you
me
there
over.
with her at Legend Valley?
No, not at Legend Valley.
Okay.
Just this past weekend at Wonder Bus.
Okay, yeah.
Downtown. I was there and I was working the festival, and she has known about every single move that I've made since we've broken up. Like where I'm at, what I'm doing, who I'm hanging out with, everything. And so like I was getting really paranoid and frustrated because I thought that she was kind of like stalking me. I went directly to my mom's because I just wanted to tell my mom face to face. And I woke my mother up and I said I killed Shannon.
Yo.
How did your mom take
Imagine,
it?
hold up. Imagine being a mom, right? Or a parent.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta be a mom.
Yeah. Yeah.
You sleeping, right? All good in your bed. Your son wake you up. I just murdered somebody.
One time, me and my brother had to wake my mom up because I dared him to drink a whole bottle of hot sauce, and he started throwing up. And she was pretty mad.
Life.
We will.
Anything that Shannon could have done to
Yeah,
you,
we might as well
could
start
have
with baby
true.
in a little bit.
Like, this was not worth it. Some dumb girl was not worth this.
We should play
As
Gartic Phone.
Chance speaks of hallucinations
Damn,
and
I don't got that much
paranoia,
time left.
his mother tells investigators she'd seen this unraveling.
Let's just do the
again
tier
long
list, bro. Let's
before
do
the
tier list.
murder.
After this video.
Medication for the
After this video.
last couple weeks. He was diagnosed with bipolar disease with
You said he hasn't had his medication.
No, he was on Abilify, was on Wellbutrin.
I hate how killers be like, they got in moments and shit. Be like, he's a good person at heart. Like he just murdered 7 people.
He just ripped his throat out.
She just ripped out.
Oh, God.
Ripped out the whole throat. Your son is not cool.
Cannot hang.
No, yeah.
So much.
You know what the fuck I get into. I got into.
I'm really sorry.
So bad for her family too.
Well, you trying to edit with me tomorrow?
Even though she was like
Yeah, we do it.
doing whatever
Yes,
she
we're going.
could to mess with
I'm about to go to my
her
recruiter,
so
but
much,
that's it.
like, she
Just let me know.
didn't
It's gonna be probably in nighttime.
Sometimes you can't control your kids, you know. I mean, he's an adult and he made decisions, and that's not on you. That's on him. You know.
Right, you're a grown ass man, bro.
Adults,
I
right?
have, and I've done that. I've
got
played
white
that
clothes.
card. I've done every single thing. I've tried to do it all. He's been in and out.
Bro, you had
of town
gloves and
playing
everything. That was
since
premeditated.
He was like 4 or 5 years old.
What his
you know
mother
he
could
choked
only
in White Claw
fear,
before
Chance
this
now
shit,
begins to admit in chilling detail.
But soda.
I'm going out like a bang.
When was this?
This was at about like 11 o'clock.
Last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just driving around between like 11 and like midnight.
Okay.
And just kind of like trolling around.
This is confirmed by Shannon's front porch camera as it captures Chance's car driving past around 11:11 p.m.
And I thought to myself I should check myself into a mental hospital. Because I'm not really all that safe. I actually just like drove by her house before I like went back to my mom's house and changed into clothing. And I saw a van, and then I saw a person that looked like Matthew leave, and I just kind of didn't think of anything about it because I don't know what kind of vehicle he drove.
So then you drive.
I just drove by because at first, like, all I wanted to do was just like knock and talk, but like, I don't know. I know like this doesn't make any logical sense because knocking and getting the police called on you and getting a trespassing charge is far less severe than getting a murder charge. But I just like, I got to spend time with the best that was Shannon, and I got to absorb her spirit.
Do you think this guy got away with being insane?
We have some video, like from the neighbors.
No, but nobody gets away with being
cameras
insane
or
anymore, bro.
video systems, and it looks
Go
like
ahead,
you had walked up to the house maybe with like
Might
a
actually
t-shirt
be
on.
insane.
I watch you, cuz.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been watching you, bro.
Yeah.
Make sure you get
Around
that.
11:57
seems like a
p.m., a
psycho,
neighbor
bro.
living
He might
next door to
actually-
Shannon's
He
home
is.
catches a
Like, he
glimpse of
ripped out
Chance
that
walking
bitch
through
throat.
her yard across the driveway. Unknowingly
Somebody
capturing
deserves
the
to be
It really don't.
just before
Really
the
don't.
murder
He ain't
takes
never ripped out a
place.
bitch throat
That
though.
was
Have
the
you?
time
Really?
that I like drove past.
Bro.
Someone was like,
Saw the van.
Have you, cuz? Have you
was
ripped
trying
out a
to,
bitch
like, work
throat?
up the nerve to like
Hold
go
up.
up to the door, but like
I'm talking about
didn't
the dick
really
was
know
so
what to
big,
do,
man. It
so I
hurt
guess
her
I,
shit
like,
inside out.
like,
Crazy.
I don't know why, but I was just like, why don't you just like kind of just like see if she's even like here. And so I peered into the garage window to see if her car was there, and then I tried to see if I could see what room she was in without
Wait, he's literally
her
went in her crib and
seeing me on her cameras and stuff. And then
Premeditated,
I
I
didn't
told you.
see anything, and then whenever I left, I was like, you need to just go home. And you
Yeah,
need
gloves.
to just give your mom your car keys, and you need to check yourself into a psych ward.
So when you walked up to the house 11, whenever, you hadn't planned on hurting her at that point.
No, not at all.
Had you
Yes, the fuck
seen
you did. He
Matt yet,
capping.
or
I saw Matt whenever I was
Right.
actually just about to come around the corner to try to like knock on the door.
okay? Did he see you?
No, he had his back to me.
Ain't
and he was
I pray
coming out
God
of the
never let a
door,
white
and
girl
then I
have me
got
that like
spooked
this.
and I had like this weird thing that was just like, well, if you want Shannon back and you can't get her back, you can like take her life force, and then you'll be together forever.
Oh hell no,
And
bro.
so like
The caption of this video is gonna be, he ripped her
I went
throat out.
home and I changed my
Dot
clothes.
dot dot.
Hey, that's a
Stay
good. Hey,
react.
that's a good one.
And I grabbed the knife.
That's a good title.
And I went.
Yeah, I don't know if
over to the house,
YouTube is gonna let y'all do that, but okay.
And
Or wherever
Yeah,
the
probably
fuck
not. You might as well do
door,
some apology, like some of the motherfucking
I'm
stars.
sure you'll see on her doorbell camera, ring camera, at some point throughout your investigation. I twisted the doorknob. She screamed, "I will call the cops." And I slammed my shoulder into the door 2 times. After the first time, she said, "Are you kidding me?" Because I think that she thought I was just being obnoxious and pounding on the door or something. Or honestly, I don't even know if she knew it was me until I got into the house because I had a bandage on my face. Whenever
They
I was
meditated.
outside.
Hell yeah.
And then the second shove
Yeah,
gave
that's
way,
first degree.
and I
That's
didn't
25
make a
lives.
noise. I didn't say anything. I didn't do
for
anything.
sure.
I just
Nigga,
started
he did her like a
stabbing Shannon.
nigga in a horror game. Like that's crazy. That's some horror movie Terrifier 2 shit. Like what?
And she didn't even realize what was happening until I had stabbed her a couple times. And she said, "Are you kidding me? What the chance? Stop. Wait, please stop.
Nah, bro, you said that shit word for word.
I'm dying.
Oh god.
I love you. I love you." And then she
I
didn't
love
speak
you. I
again.
love you. Was her last word?
And then she didn't speak another word because you made sure she didn't, nigga. That's
My
shit.
pussy would have stopped as soon as she said she loved me.
Well, I'm pretty sure she's dead at this point.
Yeah, right.
I can
I
drink
don't know how many times I stabbed her.
At what point did he rip her?
I know it's a lot. I also know
They
that
probably gonna
it's
talk about it.
kind
They
of
gonna talk about that.
to speed up the process. And I just remember looking at her and feeling like I was like taking on like her spirit, I guess. And like, I don't know. I felt less alone than I'd felt since our breakup in that moment.
Nah, this motherfucker, like, so Dexter, bro.
Oh shit.
This like the people he killed, bro. The people just like
Dead
this.
ass.
Just like this.
Shannon Hyatt
Well, no, he
suffered
kills
more
like
than
for real,
30
like
stab wounds across her upper
so
body,
like
along
psycho
with a deep slash
motherfuckers,
to her
like
throat.
Basically, anybody that kills
She had
somebody, he'll
multiple
kill.
defensive injuries, evidence that she
Well, kill
fought to
somebody, like,
survive. But
on
the
purpose,
horror
you know.
didn't end there. For nearly 3 hours after her death, Chance remained inside the home, doing things so unsettling, even investigators struggled to make sense of it.
Well, I took her house keys and her phone after I killed her.
Okay.
I don't really know why. I don't have her password.
Is
or
that
anything,
buddy
and
give-
she has like the thumbprint,
Oh,
so
no,
you
thanks,
can't really get into it.
You
But,
really
like,
might get the psych shit.
I took the keys.
Yeah, you might get psych ward.
I screwed.
I mean,
He's
maybe
probably trying to claim that.
to the
I
front
doubt
doors
it
to
though.
keep
I
it
really
clear.
doubt it because, like,
Why did you?
I mean,
shut
like
the
I
front
said,
door
bro,
like
it's
that?
really hard to get that shit, Debo.
But this guy really
To be
seemed like a
completely
psycho.
honest
Like,
with you, so
y'all ever seen the
What?
case of the dude who literally ripped out both his eyeballs in Texas, and they like still put bro ass in fucking jail,
You didn't want the cats to get.
and like he killed his like
They don't even care.
And
wife
I'm
and
not gonna
kids.
lie to you, there is a part of me that's very upset knowing that they slept together, because the first thing that Shannon said whenever she got out of our relationship was, "I need to be single
about how
for a
the
while
other
and
dude
really
feels,
figure
though.
out my own."
Right.
And then I saw something that she wrote down saying, "I feel like I'm really falling into the same patterns with Chance with Matt, and I don't know how to feel about it."
Where did she write that down?
It's in her notes on her phone.
Okay. How did you get into her phone?
It was her thumb after I killed her.
Okay.
Bro, like,
So you.
Full psycho stalker mode, dude.
Huh?
I'm gonna be completely blatantly honest with you.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
In the aftermath of the murder, Shannon's back porch camera captures chilling footage. At 2:04 a.m., just 6 minutes after her screams are heard, Chance's shadow appears in the window, and for a brief moment, a blood-covered hand is visible. His shadow returns multiple times throughout the early morning hours, a silent presence inside the home, long after Shannon's final breath.
Why are you moving her body at that point?
Because the door is busted and her feet are about 1.5 feet maybe away from the door.
Okay.
And if I want to do any kind of going in and out of the front door, there's just a dead body right in blatant view. So I rotated her 180 degrees Went outside, smoked a couple cigarettes.
When you say I went outside, did you go out front?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you have sex with Shannon?
Bro.
Afterward?
Yeah, this guy's a fucking weird.
What?
At that point, was she dead?
Yeah.
Huh?
Did you feel
Bro,
aroused
what the fuck
by
wrong
looking
with
at her?
Yo, hey, look, bro, I understand why y'all hate
Nah.
white people, bro. Fuck it.
What the fuck?
Nah.
Bro,
Fuck.
that shit crazy. You know, even picturing that in your head, though, it's still like, what the fuck? Because you got to think, really, you really got to think about that.
First of all, he
It's a
ripped her
cut
throat
up, bloody, no throat, sliced to pieces body in his face. And he goes, yeah, my dick gotta go in that motherfucker right there. The first thing that hit his head was like, I gotta put my dick in there, bro.
That means he's like,
That's
he's like, he like,
What's up, Cyber Rose? We doing reaction right now.
No,
No, bro, because you gotta, man, you know, you really gotta think about that, though.
We just
bro.
figure out that this
He
man
seen
just sliced his girlfriend's
cut
throat
up-
and then after.
A cut up
Yeah,
body. You
great-
can't say that on Twitch. Ace, you can't say that on Twitch.
R word after. Well, I'm not.
You can't say that shit on Twitter, on
it
God.
was a grape.
Yeah,
like,
look.
the grapes.
But that's crazy though. You
Right.
really gotta think. Y'all really gotta think about that though, cause
Nah,
you
doing good
seen
now.
that
After I
dirty,
heard this story.
messed up body, bro. It said, "Yeah, I gotta dig in that, twin." Like for what?
Yeah, bro, this one.
I don't know. That's better either, cuz. Like, what?
That's nasty, but that is worse than bestiality. I'd even say necro.
just
Nah, I
can't
can't say. I
You
can't say
that's
necrophilia is worse than pedophilia. Nah, I don't know, bro. That's so disgusting though. Like, what encouraged you to partake in that? You know what I'm saying?
What movie do you watch, man? What movie do you watch? I hope it was tamer than this shit, cause this is real life.
Yeah,
this
sorry,
motherfucker
bro.
did this shit in real
You-
life.
I ain't gonna lie, you lucky you missed what we heard, bro. We heard some
Oh,
crazy.
Like
God.
that shit is
What the fuck?
crazy, bro. We finna get into some debating too after we finna do some tier lists.
By like her deadness, but like
This is crazy though, bro.
I was still very sexually attracted to Shannon.
It's
I don't
weird.
even hear this shit.
Why are you?
So how long do you think that
I can
lasted?
take the women there. They say she was beautiful, right?
Like 5 or 10 minutes.
5
It was
or
alright.
minutes.
And did you wear a condom or?
Like, oh god, that's a stupid ass
It
question.
was another just acceptance of guilt.
Yeah. Do you remember where you ejaculated? Was it inside of
Why
her?
are you asking?
Okay.
I mean, he needs to know these things.
No, why?
How
He
long
does
do you
need to
think
know
she
this.
was
gotta
at
know.
that point?
Why does he have to know?
Well, he
Nah,
busted
so it's so hold on, pause real quick. So what's going on is dude, this is a college named his name's Chance and shit. He killed his girlfriend, literally mutilated her throat and everything, you know what I'm saying, over it was premeditated. We think at first we thought it was an argument, but it's definitely premeditated. Apparently ripped out her throat and then he did what to her body after. So that's
And now
he's
they're,
a
asking, now they're asking, did he bust though?
That's not funny. That's fucked up though. Why would you say
It
that? Just letting you know.
I'm laughing. Never mind. Let me stop.
Delusional sense of power and a belief that Shannon was something to possess.
Well, don't be square right now, bro. Don't be
You
square
mentioned
right now.
earlier that if you took her life force, that you would feel closer to her.
What could this
What
name
does
off?
that mean
Name off.
exactly, like as far as
Oh, somebody follow.
Well, it's kind of like
No, not yet. I'll just
Native
let
American
make them
belief
feel at home.
of like
Y'all making this so unserious. We're not trying to. I promise you. We're not trying
and
to.
like
We're not
I
trying
don't know,
to.
like you're absorbing it and like
We just be saying wild shit.
I don't know.
It wasn't even a bad bitch.
Oftentimes, whenever I'm experiencing
You gotta be bad as
episodes
fuck.
She was
Give
a
me that
beautiful
like
girl,
that.
bro. She was a beautiful girl, but not that
think that
beautiful,
I'm
bro.
a
He
god.
tripping.
That I'm a god.
Yeah.
Bro said, I think that I'm
Yeah.
a god.
He's insane. I think he's really trying to get into the psych ward now.
think that I'm a
Bro,
god.
but the psych war is nothing better. Y'all gotta keep, but the psych war really.
I know it's nothing better. I know it's nothing better.
Not no
Can they,
better.
you,
But
know
I
the,
feel like he's trying to get into that rather than prison, though.
you know the psych ward gives you pills that basically makes you a zombie?
Yeah, they put you to sleep. They put you to sleep every night, bro. That's all crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean,
Just kind of things.
Better
I've
than your
never
butt
been
getting fucked.
violent to this extreme before, but I definitely just like, well, if I'm God and I take away
You're
your
not
free
God.
will and I release your spirit, I take your spirit back.
okay.
Now this part, I know
I
for a
still
fact
feel like
that.
Now this part
So
really
are
gonna get
you,
me
like,
mad.
as
We
we
ain't gonna talk
speak
about my
right
guy
now,
like that. We ain't gonna talk
How
about
are
my
you
lord like.
feeling about like our interaction? actions? Are you feeling
You
like
never do
you're a
what you
god
do.
right
He's
now?
a devil, bro.
I mean,
He's a
yeah.
demon.
I mean,
With, like,
yeah.
objects in front of you.
I mean, you're not necessarily objects. You are people of authority, and
He's insane.
I am paying the price for
This nigga not making no sense, okay?
human.
He's talking out of his ass and seem crazy, even though he is crazy already. Why you trying to do any more damage?
Yeah, like definitely like a god, and like can make things happen.
Not a god, bro.
Can make things happen. Yeah.
What's the tattoo stand for?
It's the Ohm symbol. It represents the sound frequency. It's been recorded and picked up throughout the entirety of the known and explored universe.
But shut the fuck up with all that smart sound and shit.
Like,
I hate when somebody do that shit, bro. You got a fucking music note on your wrist talking about something.
I'm God now because I got a tattoo on my fucking hand. Yeah, this shit cool. I'm God. Bow down, bitch. Like, come on, bro. Like, you're not. Like, what? You sound stupid as shit.
Next,
damn, why you
Chance is asked
overpronounce
to
that
confront
shit
the
like
weight of
that?
his actions.
I'm sorry. I did say that shit hard.
I feel guilty.
Sounds a lot.
Like, dead ass, he is.
For taking Shannon away from the people.
Why is
that
my
love
chat not
her.
popping up? Oh,
And I know that a lot of people are gonna miss her. I do feel guilty about that.
I got it now fixed. It's fixed.
Processing emotion is something that I've always really struggled with.
Okay.
Ever since I was a kid. Like,
Nah, I don't think I got none of that
emotion
shit.
rather than,
It might be on
feel
Chatterino.
emotion.
Hold on. Fuck.
I'm losing
What's that? What's that?
everybody that has ever cared about me to this relationship. And I felt really alone. I wanted Shannon back.
Nah, that bit did not pop up.
And now I have
How
her
do I
back.
add the Omes?
But
What's that?
also,
Redeem the mod.
Like an
I
emote?
wanted to take something away from her.
The fucking
But I
mod pool.
had absolutely nothing to take away. And accept your life.
Do I got shit?
That brother
on
gone.
here?
So I did it.
Oh,
Put it up here, actually.
I stabbed her over and over and over again until she couldn't speak and was making weird raspy sounds. And then
Yeah, I think I
slowly
get that shit set up.
As the
What he
interview
stabbed
nears
her
its
with?
end, Chance offers his final
knife.
thoughts of
Just a
justice,
regular ass kitchen
remorse,
knife.
and the pain he's caused.
A steak
to
knife
his
to be
family.
exact. It looked like a
Appreciate
steak
you
knife.
sharing with me what happened. So at least her parents have a little bit of peace to know that the person responsible is in custody, right?
No, I'm a very eye for an eye type of person. I think that the only justice would have been if I was dead too. With all due respect.
He's trying to get death penalty? Like, what is he trying to do?
I'm a dumb and a murderer, but I'm not.
I'm a
somebody
psychopath
that
and a murderer.
Runs away from my consequences.
That's what you
In
is.
your experience, do the parents of the victims even want to hear anything?
I mean,
I think this is all going to be out there.
Oh,
The trial.
good job,
everything
Nevin.
else they're going to
Did I
know.
do it right?
I think.
Yeah, you did
I
right.
think they would like to know how you feel about what happened.
I want you to tell them
what the fuck
that
is this?
That's the
Shannon didn't
is the cap
deserve
somewhere in the
to be
middle?
a victim.
What?
Hey, bro, fuck the whole reaction there, cuz.
Like, it was not important.
Chance Donahoe was indicted on aggravated murder,
And he
and
ugly as
abuse of a
fuck.
corpse, and tampering with evidence.
That nigga tired,
According
I
to
ain't gonna
news
lie.
sources, he accepted a plea deal and pled guilty on
That's
August
first-
8th, 2024 to aggravated murder and abuse of a
That just happened
corpse,
last year.
You got
and
a
was
plea
sentenced to
deal?
life in prison with the possibility of parole.
Y'all wanna react?
31 years.
Give us some. What y'all want to
This
read?
bitch
Serving
has
his
done
sentence
nothing
at
but
Pickaway
call my
Correctional
phone for the
Institution
past
in
2
Ohio.
fucking weeks, bro.
Shannon was deeply involved
Hey,
in the
Every
local
hour of the
agency
day.
and spent much of her
Nate.
free time raising
Stop
money. A
reacting to, man.
memorial concert was held in her
We're
wanna
gonna do it
react
after
to,
this
bro?
video.
proceeds going to support.
What movie
We're gonna do that.
trailer, man?